we have several changes in Nebraska as well, rounding out into the third state that Quinn is an expert in. It's almost an attack on my knowledge to have a staff member that's knowledgeable about 3 states. I almost feel threatened and challenged. I don't know. Don't worry. So we have a very, very high profile director ladder going on in Nebraska. So another one of our Lifetime Achievement Homie Award winners, Doran Johnson, retired from Omaha Westside at the end of last season. Andrew Jacobson took his directorship. Andrew Jacobson came from Lincoln Southwest. And who took that Lincoln Southwest job but Leighton Ware, who came from Wahoo. And who took the Wahoo job but Annetta Von Kampen, a recent Nebraska grad. So we have a new face at Westside, Greg Wooden, still taking charge of Simply Irresistible. We have a new face at Lincoln Southwest, Samantha Costa, still in the assistant role there. And we have a new face at Wahoo as well, who was undeniably the top small school choir in Nebraska last year. I know I have a lot of thoughts about this, but I am going to toss to other people first so that my rant doesn't come off right at the start.
All right. I've got a lot. So the main thing I want to point, let's start with Westside. So my Westside ATSC, the 2025 show, that was my favorite show I got to see in person in the 2025 season. I got to see him at Millard West and I got to see him at Hastings too. And it's going to be different with Andrew Jacobson because Lincoln Southwest style of show is very different from Westside's. So I'm very interested to see how, see if Westside's show style changes at all. I do think like Andrew Jacobson has established himself as a very excellent director in the Nebraska area. I've enjoyed seeing Lincoln Southwest shows. I got to see the Chicken Little show at Norris, and I got to see the Grinch show when they came to Jefferson, and I was blown away. And so I think he's going to do great things at Westside. Leighton Ware, I'm not as knowledgeable on, but seeing Wahoo's program grow, I remember seeing their 2023 season where they unfortunately didn't make finals at all, but then seeing their first competition of the 2024 season where they got second at Hastings, I was like, whoa, that's impressive. And it's only been improving from there. So I think Leighton is going to do great things at Lincoln Southwest.
I'll just hop in there real quick, Ethan. I don't know if you're going to say something, but I am honestly very, very excited for Leighton Ware at Lincoln Southwest. She was helping out with Norwalk Middle School while she was in college. She previously directed at West Delaware, which is a small school in Iowa, then made it to Wahoo. And within 3 years, Wahoo was dominantly the class of Nebraska BCD choirs. And for those of you locals, you know that I'm talking about the NHSA enrollment classifications. Wahoo was undeniably the class of that. Maybe this year it was a little close with Standing Bear and a little close with Scott, but they were the best in that. And this is now the culmination, I think, of a lot of people are going to learn the name Leighton Ware. And Lincoln Southwest, I don't know if it's going to look exactly the same. She is a Lincoln Southwest alum under Andrew Jacobson, so there's a good chance it stays the same. However, in the event that it looks different, I don't think it will be any worse. And I think, if anything, the base is there for the kids to just continue running with it and continue going with it. And we're talking about Lincoln Southwest for a long, long time to come.
Yeah, I mean, that was a great sell, Will. I'm super excited. No, I mean, I was excited beforehand, but I mean, now I'm super excited. I thought you brought up a lot of great points. It's hard for anyone to replace a director like Doran Johnson. However, there's only an elite few that I think that might be able to, step in and make it their own. And I do think Jacobson can be in that elite company and do what Doran Johnson or left his legacy to do. It's going to be weird though. I mean, I can't imagine Westside doing a Chicken Little show, but it's, guess what? It's Westside. It's not Lincoln Southwest. Right. So it is what it is. It's going to be fun to watch. And yeah, I'm really excited for this Nebraska scene to kind of get the shift on. It's going to be fun.